So I've been playing for a while and I like it. The environments are great and I can't stop using the photo mode because of all the beautiful scenery. I mean, the you can't stop just you will want to stop and just look at things, look at the environment and see what they have to offer you. And then you will want to use your photo mode to snap a good picture or maybe make a short animation because you can freeze and you can freeze the environment and you can have it flowing around you, the wind blowing, adding particles, changing the day and night and all that, and it's really amazing looking. And it's not many games that just let you relax in that kind of way by using both the photo mode and just doing a haiku, maybe. And there are many other ways. Of course, this is also a way for the character to look relaxed because, well, it's a haiku. You're supposed to be relaxed when you do it, as far as I know. But I do like the way you can relax in the game and just traverse. There is the little problem with that you might just run into random bandits and Mongols when you out traversing, but generally you can just avoid them. But I do love the way you can just relax. And of course, speaking of relaxing, don't forget to follow the golden bird that sometimes fly up to you and start flying in front of you. It can lead you to quests, haiku places, springs where you can increase your max health, and other places. Same with the foxes that you find in close proximity to fox dens. Follow the fox and don't to you can follow it to different shrines. And don't forget to thank the fox by petting it. They love it. And the combat is it's quite difficult to get into, but once you gotten into it, it flows like water. And I don't mean that by just using the water stance. It really flows after a while. And there are different stances that are effective at or effective against, I should say, different enemies. And learning how to switch between them is important. And when you want to switch between them, don't worry, the game will slow down so that you can switch between them. And once you get to know where the stances are in the little wheel, you will be switching without even looking. So it flows just as well as the combat. And speaking of stances, to learn new ones you need to observe or kill Mongol leaders. But here's a tip for you. If you observe a Mongol leader by just stay hidden and hold down R2, you will observe, and then you kill the leader after that, you will get 2 points towards the next stance. And I wish I had figured that one out earlier, because then I would have my wind stance. Anyway, I'm sure I will not be running out of Mongol leaders to kill, so I think I'm good. But all in all, as first impressions go, I do love Ghost of Tsushima. There are some problems I have encountered, like I hate shield bearers. Like any other game, I hate shield bearers because they have a knack for using unstoppable attacks all the time. Speaking of unstoppable attacks, I do recommend getting the blocking abilities early on, because you will want to be able to block spear users and such enemies, because they are quite numerous, and being able to deflect their blows is a good way of yeah, keeping yourself alive instead of always dodging. And so far there are also a good amount of side missions to do, and they can be a bit different. Generally, they're about the same. Go and do something, and of course, maybe kill someone. Even, but they have a separate story, all of them, and it gives a bit of a. It gives the island a bit more life, so to speak. It feels like this is an island full of people that have their own difficulties during this Mongol invasion, and it's just not Jin, your character, that has problems with the invasion. Of course, everyone is in need of help or have problems of their own, like and food and family and all that. And you can also rescue some people out on the open road from Mongols, and these people, they won't give you any they won't give you any rewards per se, but they will give you some information as to where to go for a side thing, maybe freeing a village or opening up a crossroad where the Mongols have taken over, and things like that. They can direct you to places of interest. You can also find some people who talks about different different things that you can find in the world, like some I've encountered a NPC who tipped me on the birds. Problem was that I already knew about the birds, but hey, I appreciate the tip. And things like that, and I love that. The island feels very livid, lived in. Can't read my own notes. That's great. But yeah, now I'm done with this first impression, and I will be doing a full review of the game when I have finished it. Because yes, I believe you should finish a game before you review it. If you can't finish a game, then maybe don't do a review. I don't know. Or unless the game is 200 hours long, maybe you can give it a rest. I mean, yeah. And which is kind of why I haven't done a review on Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Yes, I know, it's been over 2 years. I mean, wow, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is almost 3 years old now. And yes, I have not finished because I didn't get invested in the story really. But I am invested in Ghost of Tsushima. There are so many things to discover, and the characters are interesting. The story is so far okay. I won't give it a story of the year, but it's okay, and I can definitely see it progress naturally and do what it needs to do. And that, to me, would be to develop the character, your character. My biggest complaint about the game so far is that the combat, the running parkour thing, is not as refined as Assassin's Creed. But it works, most part. Now, enjoy the gameplay and these two bears trashing these Mongols. The wildlife is great.
Ooh.
칭하고. 빨리. Мертурну чиннулимчи. Marcela! Marcin! Ah!